Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Singapore. Discover the iconic skyline, the bustling streets, and the vibrant energy that never stops. This is Singapore, where every moment is unforgettable.
I can fix that.
Singapore is a pretty small country. Out of all of the 195 UN member states and observers, Singapore is ranked as only the 176th largest country in terms of land, with only a handful of tiny microstates who are smaller. With only 736 square kilometers of land, Singapore is smaller in land size than even New York City is. But just like New York is, Singapore is a very densely populated place, and it's really the only true functioning city-state that exists today in the modern world.
Singapore is a small but highly developed country in Southeast Asia, known for its rapid economic growth and modern infrastructure. Singapore's history reflects a remarkable transformation from a small trading port into a modern global city, beginning with its early identity as Temasek, influenced by regional powers such as the Srivijaya and Majapahit empires. The major turning point came during the British colonial era when Stamford Raffles established a trading post in 1890 under the East India Company. Due to its strategic location and free port status, Singapore grew rapidly and attracted traders and migrants from different regions. However, this progress was disrupted during World War II, when Singapore was occupied by Japan from 1942 to 1945. After the war, British control resumed, but rising nationalist movements pushed for self-governance. In 1963, Singapore merged with Malaya, Sabah and Sarawak to form Malaysia, but the union was short-lived. In 1965, Singapore became independent under Lee Kuan Yew and has since developed rapidly through industrialization, strong education policies, and modern infrastructure, becoming one of the world's leading economic hubs.
Hi everyone, we will look at the cultural aspect of Singapore. Singapore is widely known for its multiculturalism and harmony, where people of different races and religions live together peacefully. This is reflected in celebrations such as Chinese New Year, Hari Raya Aidilfitri and Deepavali. Hawker culture is also important part of daily life, as hawker centers provide affordable local food and serve as social gathering space. In addition, Singlish represents Singapore's unique language identity as its blend multiple language.
Hawker culture in Singapore is an integral part of the Singapore way of life. It reflects the multicultural identity of the society and strengthens social cohesion through community dining and interactions. Singapore is home to over 5.5 million people spread across 720 square kilometers. On this multicultural island nation comprising Chinese, Malay, Indian and people of other ethnicities, hawker culture is very much associated with its hawker centres, which serve as important social spaces for community interaction throughout the day, every day.
Next, I'm going to talk about the political system. This country participated in parliamentary democracy and gained a full independence in 1965. The president served for 6 years but has limited power, mainly appointed to the Prime Minister. There are also single members constitution where 30 members are directly elected.
Hello everyone, I am Fasya, and today I'm going to share about the economy and social situation in Singapore. Singapore is a small country, but it is one of the most developed countries in the world. Even though it looks successful, Singapore still has some challenges. First, let's talk about the economy. One of the big issues is the high cost of living. Singapore is known as one of the most expensive cities in the world. Things like houses, transport, and food can be quite expensive. Because of this, in 2026, the government introduced a support package worth almost 1 billion Singapore dollar to help people manage rising costs. Next is income inequality. This means some people earn a lot of money, but others still struggle to keep up with expensive living costs. So, even though the country is rich, not everyone enjoys the same lifestyle. And lastly, Singapore is also facing an aging population. This means more elderly people and fewer young people in the future. Because of that, Singapore will need more healthcare and support services. Another point is dependence on foreign workers. Many industries like construction, healthcare and cleaning services rely on foreign workers. They play an important role in helping Singapore economy run smoothly.
The biggest chunk of this growth is foreign workers. Foreign workers who are working in your restaurants, in your cafes, in your manufacturing sector, in your shipping sector, and probably, I suspect, a fair number of people who are serving you today. We will collapse without them, and the more of them, the more the economy grows. So,
now, let's move on to the social side. One of the issues is the low birth rate, because many young people choose to marry later and have fewer children because life is expensive and work can be stressful. In fact, Singapore's birth rate is one of the lowest in the world. Next is cultural diversity and integration. Singapore is made of Chinese, Indian and many other communities. This diversity makes Singapore unique and people generally live together peacefully.
What's up, dude?
Did I miss a payment? How could I miss this? It was really happening. Click on that link. Click on that link. Click on that link.
Hi, is this the billing department? Hey, who was that?
That's Shaga, our cybersecurity hedgehog.
So next, we move to cybersecurity and technology. That concludes cyber attacks and AI, artificial intelligence. So what is the government initiative? Government educates citizens on safe online behaviour and scam prevention. Advanced protection. Singapore invests in AI, artificial intelligence and skilled professionals to defend against hacking, scams and cyber terrorism. That's all.
Hi sir, can I have your passport please? I already told you you're late for meeting. Here, hurry up. And I need a thumb scan. Sir, we need you to follow us. I need my passport. Wait. Hey, get out of my way. Stop abusing your authority, okay? Please comply with us. Please follow us to the room right now. This way, sir. Saying that actually, let's make sure that it's available, right?
Sir, can I help? Sir, where to go? Take you to any counter. Okay, thank you.
We located the subject. Hi sir, can I see your passport? Get out of my way. Sir, this way sir.
Why do you have a detailed maps of our CCTV? What are they for?
Put the pictures of our security cameras on your phone.
We found explosive traces on your hands.
Why do you have 5 passports with different names?
How do you explain the 3 phones at 5 SIM card?
Okay, next, we move to scam prevention. Singapore takes scam prevention seriously. The Singapore Police Force runs awareness campaigns to warn the citizens about common scams and how to avoid them. For example, job scams and phone calls. In conclusion, Singapore transformed from a small trading port into a modern nation through strong leadership and planning.